Good morning. Today we'll be dealing with the second part of coordinate geometry, that is section formula. Section formula we have already learned how to do the section formula. We'll be doing the problems based on section formula today. Let us look at the first problem. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining A, that is 1, minus 5, and B, minus 4, 5 is divided by the x-axis. Also find the coordinates of the points of division. So the line segment A and B is divided by x-axis. Let us draw the line segment by A and B. Okay. So let us see how the line segment comes. There is the point A. The point A is given by 1, minus 5, and there is a line segment joining it with B. The point is given as minus 4, 5. And it is said that it is divided by the x-axis. So when it is divided by the x-axis, children, this is the y-axis and this is the x-axis. So it is divided by the x-axis means a point is on the x-axis. So when a point is on the x-axis, let us take that point name as P. It is on the x-axis means it is x, 0. That is y coordinate is 0 there. Now you have to find the coordinates of the point of division. First thing is find the ratio. Find the ratio means we'll start with let the ratio be k is to 1. So here we have the point A, here we have the point B. Those two are connected to form the line segment AB, and it is cut by x-axis. It is divided by x-axis at the point P. X-axis is dividing this at the point P. Then let the ratio be k is to 1. So let it be k and let this be 1. Now we know the y value. X value we don't know. We know the y value. So let us take the section formula and find the y coordinate. Y coordinate is 0. 0 is equal to y coordinate is 0. Y coordinate 0 is equal to, how do we get k into, we are taking the y value. So k into, here the y value is 5. So k into 5 plus, now we have 1 here, 1 into here the y value is minus 5. 1 into minus 5. Remember, when it is m1 is to m2, we take it as m1 into x2 plus m2 into y1. Sorry, m2 into x1. If it is y, it is m1 into y2 plus m2 into y1. So that is what we are doing it. Okay, the same thing. Divided by m1 plus m2. So here we have divided by k plus 1. Now, when you take this k plus 1 to the other side, it is coming as 0 into k plus 1. 0 into anything is 0. That is equal to 5 into k, you get it as 5k. 1 into minus 5 is minus 5. So what you are getting is 5k minus 5 is equal to, this whole thing becomes 0. Or 5k equal to 5, or k equal to 5 by 5. That is equal to 1. 5 by 5 is equal to 1. Or therefore the ratio. What is the ratio? Therefore the ratio is equal to 1 means you can write it as 1 by 1. That is 1 is to 1. The ratio is 1 is to 1. Now you may ask, madam, we can write it as 5 is to 5. 5 is to 5 is nothing but 1 is to 1. When we write the ratio, it should be in the simplest form. So ratio is 1 is to 1. So this x-axis divides the line segment in the ratio 1 is to 1. What is the meaning? It means that is P is, when the ratio is 1 is to 1, that is equal. Both the sides are equal. That means P is the midpoint of AP. Now we have to find the value of P. If it is the midpoint, we know how to find the midpoint. If there are two values, x1, y1 and x2, y2, and you have to find the midpoint of those two. How do you find? It is x1 plus x2 by 2. X values we add and divide by 2, and y values we add and we divide by 2. So in this case, midpoint P is the midpoint of A and B. So A and B will take the x values. A and B, the x values are 1. For A, the x value is y. For B, the x value is minus 4. So x1 plus x2 by 2, comma. Now we'll take the y values. For A, it is minus 5 plus, for B, it is 5. Minus 5 plus 5 by 2. That is equal to 1 plus Minus 4 is minus 3 by 2. And minus 5 plus 5 is 0 by 2 is 0. So this is going to be the coordinate. That is the question. Find the coordinates of the point of division. So we got the coordinates of the point of division as minus 3 by 2 comma 0. That is in this case the x value here. Y value we already know it is 0. We have found out that also as equal to 0. The x value is minus 3 by 2. Okay. See here, I am taking this as A, B, C, D. There are 4 points. And then we have the parallelogram. The parallelogram also I am naming it as A, B, C, D. A, B, C and D. Now A, the point is 1, 2. B is 4, Y. C is x, 6 and D is 3, 5. You have to find the value of x and you have to find the value of y in this. This is the question. For this what we do is, these are the vertices of a parallelogram is given. Parallelogram means we know the diagonals. So what is the specialty of the diagonals? Diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So bisect each other means it is going to be the midpoint. This point is going to be the midpoint. O is going to be the midpoint. So this AC is divided into 2 equal portions. This is also divided into 2 equal portions and O is the midpoint of DB. So the coordinates of O can be written in 2 different ways. Coordinates of O can be written in 2 different ways. First one is O as midpoint of AC. This is the point AC. So we can take it as the midpoint of AC, this line. AC, it is the midpoint of AC, or it can be taken as midpoint of BD, the other diagonal, midpoint of BD as well. Now if O is midpoint of AC, then how do you find O, x, y? How do you find? By using the midpoint formula. What does the midpoint formula say? You have to just add the x terms. Yes. x1 plus x2 by 2, comma, y1 plus y2 by 2. That is of A and C. Midpoint of AC means point A and C. So for point A, what is the x value? X value is 1. 1 plus. Here for C, what is the x value? It is x. 1 plus x by 2. And the other one, when you take y value, it is 2 plus 6 by 2. So what do you get here? That you get it as 1 plus x by 2, comma, 8 by 2. 8 by 2. Or that is equal to 8 by 2, keep it as 8 by 2. Okay, or you can take it as 4, no problem. Now I am going to do the midpoint of, so this point O, we are getting it as 1 plus x by 2, comma, 8 by 2. Okay, that point we are getting O as 1 plus x by 2, comma, 8 by 2. Now what is midpoint of BD? How will you find? O is the midpoint of BD also. Therefore xy, how will you get? Midpoint of BD means x terms of B and x coordinates of B and then y coordinates of B. So what do you get? X coordinate 4 plus 3. 4 plus 3 by 2, comma, 5 plus y by 2. So you get it as equal to 7 by 2, comma, 5 plus y by 2. Do you understand? Both of them are coordinates of O. So the same point can be written in another way as 7 by 2, comma, 5 plus y by 2. The same point you can write in the same in this way also. Now from this, if it is the same point, what do you understand? The x terms have to be equal. And the y terms also have to be equal. So what is abscissa? Abscissa of O, that is x term. What is abscissa? 1 plus x by 2, that is equal to 7 by 2. Do you understand? 1 plus x by 2 is the x term. Here the x term is 7 by 2. These two should be equal. So 1 plus x by 2 is equal to 7 by 2. Denominators are equal. That gets cancelled. So you get 1 plus x is equal to 7, or x is equal to 7 minus 1, that is equal to 6. Now what about ordinate? Ordinate of O. Here you have 5 plus y by 2 and here you have 8 by 2. So you have 8 by 2 is equal to 5 plus y by 2. That is why I told you you can keep it as it is. Instead of making it as 4, if you keep it as 8 by 2 also, there is no problem. Now see, both the 2 gets cancelled. So what do you get? 5 plus y is equal to 8. Then y is equal to 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. So what is O? Then what is O? Coordinates of O? Yes. Coordinates of O is equal to 6, 3. This is 6 and this is 3. So the coordinates of O is equal to 6, 3. That is the question. So 1, 2 is there. 4, y, x, 6, 3, 5 are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order. Find x and y. So whenever you hear a parallelogram, you always remember parallelogram, opposite sides are equal, opposite sides are parallel. But when such things come, you should remember that the diagonals bisect each other. That is the point that should come in your mind. The diagonals bisect each other. If the diagonals bisect each other, then O is going to be the midpoint. If the diagonals bisect each other, O is going to be the midpoint. Clear? So there you will apply midpoint formula. Directly you can apply midpoint formula. Clear? Now moving on to the next question. Find the coordinates of point A where AB is the diameter of a circle. AB is the diameter of a circle. So we have a circle here and let this be the circle. Then we have AB as the diameter. AB is the diameter of the circle and whose center is 2, minus 3. So the center we'll write it as 2, minus 3. Okay. B is 1, 4. You have to find point A. Point A is x, y. Now what do you know about this center? The distance is equal, BO equal to OA. Anything else that you know? Center means it is the midpoint. Yes. O is the, yes Reyes, that is correct. O is the midpoint of AB. O is the midpoint of AB. So now you can apply midpoint formula. That is 2, minus 3 is equal to, what will you get? This is the midpoint. So 2, how will you get 2? Yes, x plus 1 by 2, y plus 4 by 2. Or that is x plus 1 by 2 is equal to what? This is the x term. So x plus 1 by 2 is equal to 2. Then what is x there? X plus 1 is equal to 2 will go to the other side. So it will become 2 into 2. 4. X is equal to 4 minus 1, that is equal to 3. So you get x equal to 3. Similar way, you take y. Y plus 4 by 2 is equal to what? This is y term, this is the y term. Minus 3. Y plus 4 by 2 is equal to minus 3. Now y plus 4 is equal to minus 3 into 2. That is y plus 4 is equal to minus 6. Now y is equal to minus 6 minus 4. What is the answer? Minus 10. So what is the coordinate of A? Minus 3 is there? 3, minus 10. Yes, Srinidhi. It is 3, minus 10. It is 3, minus 10. O is the midpoint of AB. So that is going to be 3, minus 10. Clear? So this is all based on midpoint formula. Midpoint formula is very important. It will come for MCQ. This is simple way. You can do it in mental calculation. You can finish it. Okay, so these type of questions, it will easily come for MCQs as well. It is simply mental calculation. You can directly do it. Now see the next one. If A and B are, this is point A, minus 2 is point A and 2 minus 4 is point B. If A and B are respectively the coordinates of P such that AP is equal to 3 by 7 AB and P lies on the line segment AB. So there is a line segment AB. Can you see this clearly with the blue ink? And there is, yes, and there is P somewhere. And AP is 3 by 7 times AB. Now when a question comes like this, what will you think? It is 3 by 7 times. So earlier we wrote K is equal to 2 by 7. Earlier we wrote it as K is equal to 2 by 7. Therefore the ratio is 2 is to 7. Therefore ratio is 2 is to 7. This is what you wrote. Similar way you will think 3 by 7 is there. So the ratio is 3 is to 7. Similar way you will think 3 is to 7. This is where you will get trapped. This is wrong. This is not the way you are going to take it. Because AP is 3 by 7 times AB. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pieces are there of AB. Out of that 7 piece, third piece is AP. Okay, this is 3 out of 7. Do you understand? So what is remaining? How much is remaining? 4 is remaining. So what is going to be the ratio? Ratio is going to be 3 is to 4. This understanding should click you as soon as it comes. Okay, only if that understanding clicks you, it is going to be right. This is where I find most children make mistakes. So that is why I am telling you beginning itself, don't take it directly as a ratio. It is not the ratio. So you can take, if you don't want to draw like this, you can just think 7 is equal to 3 plus 4. So the denominator is 7. 7 is equal to 3 plus 4. Numerator is 3. So one has to be 3. The other has to be 4. So the ratio is 3 is to 7. And the P is the point x comma y. A is given as 3 is to 4. I have written as 7, sorry. 3 is to 4. A is minus 2 comma minus 2 and B is 2 comma minus 4. B is 2 comma minus 4. Now find P. So what is actually the question? Yeah, you have to apply section formula. So x coordinate of P. How will you get x coordinate? M1 into M1 into x2. M1 into x2 plus M2 into x1 by M1 plus M2. That is equal to, how will you get 3 into 2 plus the other side it is 4. Yes, so what will you get? 4 into minus 2 by 3 plus 4. Correct. So what will you get? 3 into 2 is 6 minus 8, 5, 7. That is equal to minus 2 by 7. X coordinate we got it as minus 2 by 7. Now what should we find? We should find the y coordinate of P. How will you find y coordinate of P? Similar way, you have to multiply by 3 into minus 4. Yes, 3 into minus 4 plus 4 into minus 2 by 3 plus 4. So what will you get? Minus 12 plus minus 8 by 7. What is the answer? Minus 20 by 7. Therefore, what is P? Coordinates of P? Coordinates of P is going to be minus 2 by 7, comma, minus 20 by 7. Is it clear? Yes. Find the coordinates of the points which divide the line segment joining A and B into 4 equal parts. A and B is divided into 4 equal parts. A, B. Now it has become equal, isn't it? C. When it becomes equal, what is C here? C is the AC is equal to BC. The point is equal. So C is the midpoint of AB. C is the midpoint of AB. But we need 4 equal parts. When I take the midpoint, it is divided into only 2 parts. Now what should I do? D. D is midpoint of AC. And what about E? E is midpoint of CB. You can do it using segment formula, section formula and all those things, but this is the easiest way in which you will be getting. Okay, now we can write the value of A. What is it? Minus 2, 2. And B is 2, 8. Now C is the midpoint. C is the midpoint of AB. So what is the value of C? Cx, y will be equal to, how will you find? Midpoint formula, you have to just add up. What will you add? Minus 2 plus 2 by 2, comma 2 plus 8 by 2. Minus 2 plus 2 is 0. 0 by 2 is 0. And 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 by 2 is 5. So you get this. So you get this point as 0, 5. Now what is D? D is midpoint of? Yes, dxy will be correct. Now you are getting it. Minus 2 plus 0 by 2, comma. Yes, tell me. 2 plus 5 by 2. So what is the answer going to be? Minus 2 by 2, minus 1, comma 7 by 2. Now there is one more point. So you got this point as minus 1, comma 7 by 2. Now we need to find E. What is E? E is midpoint of CB. So E is equal to EXY will be equal to, how will you get? This is one point. C is one point. B is another point. 0 plus 2 by 2, comma 5 plus 8 by 2. So what will you get? 1 comma 13 by 2. So this point is going to be 1 comma 13 by 2. You got all the 4 points. Isn't it easy? Find the area of a rhombus if its vertices are taken in order. Hint is, area of rhombus is half into product of its diagonals. That is, area of a rhombus, what is given is area of a rhombus. Which color is better for you, red or blue? Red is better. Okay. Area of rhombus is equal to half into D1 into D2, where D1 is the measure of diagonal 1 and D2 is the measure of diagonal 2. Okay. Now, if it is a rhombus given, what do you know about rhombus? Rhombus, all sides are equal. Now here you are given 4 vertices A, B, C and D. Let us write this as A, B, C and D. Whenever you write, it should be in order, anti-clockwise direction or clockwise direction. It should come in an order. 3, 0. Then you have 4, 5. Then you have minus 1, 4. And you have minus 2, minus 1. You are asked to find the area. Area we know half into diagonal 1 into diagonal 2. So length of the diagonal. What is the length of the diagonal? AC. AC is one diagonal. So length of AC. How will you find out length of AC? Distance formula. What is the distance formula? Root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So in this we can see which one is bigger. We can take 3 comma 0 as this minus this, a minus c I am going to do. Okay. So how will I told you any one point you can take as first. So I am going to take a first. So tell me how will I get 3 minus of minus 1 whole square plus 0 minus 4 whole square. So what is the answer going to be? 3 plus 1 is 4 square is 16 plus again here it is 4 square. So what is the answer going to be? 4 root 2. It is going to be 4 root 2. So this length we are getting AC is equal to 4 root 2. Now what is the other diagonal? Other diagonal is DB. Now how will you find DB? DB is equal to root of, take B as first. Then what will you get? 4 minus of minus 2. 4 minus of minus 2 whole square plus 5 minus of minus 1 whole square. That is going to be equal to root of 4 plus 2 6 square 36 plus 5 plus 1 6 square again 36. So what is that you are going to get? 6 root 2. dB is going to be equal to 6 root 2. Therefore area is equal to half into d1 into d2. That is equal to half into 4 root 2 into 6 root 2. What will you get? This root 2 into root 2 is 2. That all will get cancelled. So 4 into 6 is 24. What should you write? Square units, because it is area, it is 24 square units. That you should not forget to write. It is 24 square units. Have you understood how I have crossed out this 2? Root 2 into root 2 is equal to 2. Therefore, this 2 and root 2 into root 2, it is getting cancelled. So you will remain with 4 into 6. Is this clear?